Welcome to the debate. Look, our tactical eye test from yesterday's match in Dallas showed us a complete structural collapse. Portugal crashes out of the World Cup to Spain after that Marino stoppage time goal. And we have to ask why. Was it Roberto Martínez failing by making a completely static Ronaldo the focal point? Or did the midfield just, totally fail to structurally support a 41-year-old striker? I mean, I'll be arguing that building a system around a static Ronaldo compressed the pitch and just doomed our fluidity entirely.
Okay, wait, hold on. I completely disagree that Ronaldo was the root cause of that collapse. When we study the tape, the failure is entirely on a cowardly, risk-averse midfield. They retreated the absolute second Spain applied a high press.
Did they retreat or were they suffocated?
They retreated. They essentially used Ronaldo as this fixed point to just absorb pressure instead of, actually doing the hard tactical work of supporting him.
But look at what they were working with up top. I mean, Ronaldo took 17 shots, scored 3 goals, but he created 0 chances for his teammates across this entire tournament. 0. That is a World Cup record dating back to 1966.
Right, but stats like that totally miss the spatial reality on the pitch.
No, structurally, this is exactly why it happens. When your focal point demands the ball at his feet, but completely refuses to make runs in behind the defensive line, the pitch compresses. Spain didn't even have to defend the space behind them. They just stepped up, anchored themselves to his static position, and totally suffocated Bruno Fernandes and Bernardo Silva in the middle.
Right. Yes, the pitch was compressed, but you are blaming the anchor instead of the service. Look, a static focal point only suffocates the midfield if that midfield actively refuses to manipulate the space around him. Contrast this with Lionel Messi heading into tonight's match against Egypt.
Oh, here we go with the Messi comparison.
Let me finish the point, because it's vital. Messi has 7 goals this tournament. He just shattered Klose's all-time record with 20 career World Cup goals. And if we look at the heat maps, the man is barely running. He walks. But Lionel Scaloni built a system with actual structural insulation around him.
Wait, I have to jump in there. Equating Ronaldo's immobility with Messi's is it's comparing 2 entirely different mechanical actions. It's ridiculous.
Well, let me explain how that insulation actually works on the pitch before we dismiss it. When Messi stops moving, DePaul and McAllister don't just stand around watching him. They immediately drop into the half spaces to cover the passing lanes he vacates.
Right.
And they make penetrating runs to stretch the backline. Against Spain, when Portugal got pressed, Fernandes and Silva just ghosted. They didn't drop into those half spaces for short passing options. They panicked and just lobbed low-percentage, hopeless long balls into the box.
But the only reason McAllister and DePaul can make those runs is because Messi's walking is a highly calculated spatial tool. By walking in slightly offside positions or, drifting out of the primary zone of action, he forces the opposing center backs to make a terrible choice.
A choice Ronaldo didn't get because of his manager.
No, a choice Ronaldo didn't force. They either step up to close Messi down, which leaves this massive gap behind them for Julian Alvarez to exploit, or they drop deep, giving Messi the ball at his feet with time to turn. Ronaldo's positioning didn't force Spain's center backs to choose anything. It just gave them a single, highly predictable reference point to lock onto.
I think that is an incredibly superficial reading of the data. Calling Messi's positioning calculated while just writing off Ronaldo's as merely static ignores the tactical instructions given by the managers. The true failure here was Roberto Martínez lacking tactical courage.
Oh, so now it's just the manager's fault?
Yes, if a manager instructs his midfield to play it safe, you cannot blame the striker when he gets swarmed. If